Hi everybody, Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back. And to everybody new, hello and welcome. I have twins, silicone twins, Ollie and Athena here today. I'm going to do a probably pretty quick changing video for you all. So I want to remind you now, if you are not subscribed, head on over and smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to all. So those of you that do not know these two little cuties, this little boy, preemie silicone, is Ollie, and he is the Bella Boy by Jennie Lee at Wee Babies Nursery. And this little darling is Athena, and she is the Pearl Sculpt by Noemie Roarks at Noe Art Dolls. Both these babies were completed by their sculptors. So I'm really excited today because this is Ollie and Athena's official first time in the crib, in the bamboo crib, which I will take you all off the tripod and show you after I get them changed. They are going to get into little PJs to go sleep in the crib. And Athena is going to wear this, it's actually brand new. She has not worn this yet. It's her loved baby sleeper in blush. And then Ollie, we have the loved baby sleeper like in the moonbeam and in the seafoam that for Ollie in the preemie size, but they're the zippered ones, and I don't care for the zipper ones. I wanted something different, so I thought I would do Carter's preemie sleeper, and I absolutely adore this puppy dog one. So it's still giving kind of a pink and blue, and they're both going to be in footed sleepers, so I figure that works. Ollie has the long sleeve onesie on with the little dachshunds, doggies on them. I'm probably just going to leave that on him, make it simple. I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll do Ollie first, assuming he's over here by me, and then I'll probably walk around the other side. We'll see. I'm, just learning here how, filming is gonna go, with various BBs in this crib, but I can say so far that it's making it so much easier on my back filming a changing video as opposed to like normally I would sit on the couch and kind of have babies in or baby in front of me. And even though like I'll put a pillow behind me or, sit up on a pillow and then have it behind me or however I do it, I guess, I'm still kind of bending. And this way, it brings them, I would say I'm bending a little, but actually if I just kind of go like spread my feet out a little bit so that I'm lower, like now I'm not bending at all. I don't know. I don't think you can see me the way that I have the camera set. I'm behind the crib. Maybe you could see like a little bit of my shirt or something, but yeah, this is just working so nicely for me. Probably should have opened the snaps a little more to get his foot in, but let's see. There we go. Yeah, I just had to grab his foot with my hand. He's got skinny little legs and they do not have armatures in them, so his legs are a little noodly to get into like footed things, but I just adore. I don't normally put footed things especially on him. And Athena too, because she's got the bent legs, so they kind of, things tend to slip off the feet because of that. But I love these sleepers. So, and you know, comfy little footed sleepers. I mean, you gotta have them, right? So, I think this is my favorite of Ollie's. I love doggies and I love white on babies, and it has, a white background, and then the doggies in blue and gray and tan. So like really like colors that I love, colors that look really good on him, and doggies, which anything with animals is up my alley, especially doggies. I am a big dog person. So yeah, this crib for me is a big hit so far. I am absolutely loving it. I'm really happy with the one that I chose. It's just unique and beautiful. It makes a beautiful statement, and it's so convenient now for filming, and it's so nice in photos. I haven't gotten to take a lot of photos yet because, you know, I've been busy in between and everything, but the ones that I took, I just loved. And this is what, speaking of dogs, this is probably Chloe's hair because it's white. All right. So, and they would actually, I can scooch these, have a little bit more room in here. I have a couple blankets in here, but even with blankets, like there is plenty of room for these babies in here. So like if you are having twins, whether it's, you know, real babies or, you know, reborn in silicone dollies, this is just a great size. Because even like my largest Moses basket, which is like the I think it's like African something. It's like this, it's a seagrass one. It's very nice. It's very roomy. It's wide. But even that one, it's still like they fit in it cute for, you know, like photos. But I don't know that I would put two babies sleeping in it. Maybe like newborn. Oh my goodness, these feet are humongous. I should have shrunk this. I forgot how big they make the darn feet on these things. It's like they definitely, I mean, I know for real babies, like I know the loved baby shrinks and stuff, and it also stretches really good. So, you know, like, so your kid is going to get a lot of use out of it for a real baby. But even for a real baby, like, that's like Thumper's feet. I mean, I actually feel like, I don't know, because Athena's been in other loved baby sleepers. I feel like they've made the feet bigger, longer, even than they used to. I think I'm gonna write in about that. I wonder if other people have, like, you know, that have babies or no baby feet size. I wonder if anyone's actually, you know, written them or left a comment or something, because it just does seem like their feet are really big. Or like they've gotten actually bigger. That's what I feel like. But, oh, I forgot. I do have the, so what I'm saying about how well loved baby shrinks, I have a white footed sleeper that I got a few years ago, actually now. That was, I got it secondhand, and it was a 0 to 3 month size, but you know, it was secondhand, so it was, you know, obviously washed and worn. It's in perfect condition, but the size of it when I got it, it's smaller, or it's at least the same size, if not a little tinier than the way their preemie newborn size comes. So that's how much like shrinking it'll do over time. I mean, I'm sure, you know, a real baby wore that for however, you know, month or 2 or 3, you know, whatever, however long it fit that baby. And think about how many times we wash, you know, you try to not have a ton of things for newborns because they grow so fast. You just want some nice comfy basics, a couple cute things for going out, but really like that new period goes by so quick. I loved the gowns for my kids. All of my kids lived in those gowns the first couple months because of the amount of times that you're getting up through the night and, you know, changing and feeding. It just made it so convenient that you didn't have to pull everything off. You just open the bottom and change the baby. So for convenience, that was, you know, really what I put my kids in. Now, you know, the internet was not a thing when my kids were babies, as I'm sure for many of you that are, I mean, definitely for anyone in and around my age. And even like my kids are well spread out. I have my first daughter at 18, and gosh, I don't even know the age I was when I had my son. I'm 47 now and he's 15. So they're well spread out. But even my 15-year-old, I didn't have, you know, I think we had like a basic computer, but I wasn't on like Facebook or anything. I wasn't looking at ads or, you know, talking to other parents or seeing what was, you know, brands that were in and popular. And, you know, I think, you know, I was still getting like the baby magazines, you know. So like you learned everything in that, you know, like those magazines that are like spread out on the coffee table in the waiting room at the gynecologist, you know, at your OBGYN, that we all, you know, grabbed and signed up for to, you know, get it to come to, you know, our homes. And, you know, you sat there reading all the articles and looking at all the, you know, baby photos, and that's where you got your stuff from. But there wasn't like all this, you know, trending stuff. So she has her little hat on. I think I'm just gonna leave this for now because it has the saran wrap, and I'm not going to do photos. I'm gonna leave them set up in here for the morning. And I figured in the nice morning's light, I would, you know, get them posed nice and I do some photos. I figured I'd do this video tonight. So, we're gonna leave them just like this. Maybe we'll give Athena a passy. She's crying. We don't want to leave you crying tonight, baby girl. No, no. I can't walk away from you crying. I should pick her up a minute and give her a little snuggle. Oh my goodness. There we go, baby girl. Still though, with the feet, once you have it on her, it's, I don't know if y'all can see her in my arms, but it's better with her in my arms. I hope y'all are able to see at least her feet. And I love how like form-fitted the loved baby is. So what I was saying is like, I wonder how the video will look. Oops. All right, so I'm going to try this. I don't know what you all can see because I don't have the camera flipped, but I'm going to kind of hold her down lower in hopes that you can kind of see me holding her or part of her here while I chat for a minute. Oh my goodness, look at this baby girl. So, yeah, we didn't have all the, you know, well, social media and all this trending stuff to look at. So it was just different. Had I known about brands like Loved Baby, Goomy Kids, like their gowns are fabulous. They're on the pricey side, but those are things that are going to wash well, that are going to last through sibling after sibling after sibling. You're going to get your money's worth out of things like Loved Babies, even Carter's. I mean, this Carter sleeper. All these clothing will make it through. And of course, they had Carters. My children had Carters. Their gowns probably were a lot of Carters. So that we did have. But again, you don't need much, and then you're going into the next stage because the baby is growing. So I feel like for us, it's, you know, for us, I don't want to say older but I am older. For us, folks that are like at the age where we could or we do have grandchildren and we're probably done having children. I think a lot of us didn't get to experience so much of the clothing and the accessories, and certainly not the style and everything that we have out now. So I think that it makes it really fun for us, because it's like in the fashion sense, and and the buying of baby clothing and furniture and accessories and things like that, it's like a little do-over. And when you have a new baby, you're usually younger, you're more starting out in life, and there's tons of other expenses that comes with having children and having a baby. So, even for those of us that didn't necessarily struggle, it still wasn't, it still wasn't practical to buy a lot of the things that we do buy now for the dolls, because, real children come with the, ongoing expenses and feeding them and diapering them and all of that good stuff. Plus, I mean, who had the time to be shopping, like maybe during pregnancy is the most we all looked, but once that baby came, like, the world just, the sleep deprivation, and like the last thing you're worrying about is shopping for what's trending, or even what is like comfortable, and all of that. We got tips and shared tips between other parents at, like, Mommy and Me, or sitting at the park with the older kids playing, and you're sitting with the strollers talking to all the other new moms, and you swap, like, oh, this brand works great, this this is on sale here, blah 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 blah. And part of me feels like that is much more important, that having that human interaction is much more important than all of this now. So I do hope, this is what I want to say, thinking of that, I do hope that all those younger reborn and silicone mommies out there that are still having kids, or even if you're not having children, if you're just, at that age, take the time to, not worry so much about, being on the latest of what's coming out in Dolly world, you know, and, you know, spend that time with people in person. Because it's what it's all about. And I feel like that part, there's a part of that that's missing in this day and age of the internet. I'm gonna do some like videos on that, on some like research that I've done on that and stuff. um it's like the internet is this giant experiment that got so out of control, I think, before anybody's ever gotten a real handle on it. And it can be a very wonderful thing, obviously, because it helps, you know, businesses grow and thrive. It helps us all connect. We wouldn't have this. We wouldn't be connected like this in this hobby. If it wasn't for this, we wouldn't be able to educate people and, you know, make it just where, you know, people can just come on and see like, oh yeah, these dolls, it's a hobby. And, you know, people collect dolls and it normalizes sometimes, you know, when people see it over and over and over again, they start to say, oh, it's just a thing. People don't feel like they have to hide, which is wonderful. So there's all these wonderful points, and there's all these things about what we share and what we all look up, because we all get them. We all get the ads that pop up in our feed on our Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, you know, whatever you're on. And, you know, it usually goes based some of on your shopping habits, you know, what you've Googled, what you're looking up, what you're watching, you know, that sort of thing. So we all are getting, you know, what's quote trending in baby stuff, that's for sure. But it is getting nice out, and I hope that everyone, you know, is getting outside and interacting with human beings. You know, not that we're not human beings, but I mean, with human beings in person is what I mean to say. You know, that's really important too. So don't forget that part of it along in your journey. And it's great to do outing videos. I'm looking for a carriage or pram. I don't, maybe a system, because I could use a new car seat. So maybe it's just a whole stroller system. I'll see. I'm looking for something that's, you know, light enough weight, but that has that bassinet feature, the pram part, you know, where they lay down and they're all protected and stuff. So, because I'm thinking I'm probably going to do some of my walks, bringing dolls and kind of vlogging as I go along. I figure that'll inspire me and make sure that I don't skip days walking. And in addition, just, you know, will get me out to, you know, bring a baby, push around, go shopping, and, you know, you meet more people that way too. And I think it's a good thing. And, you know, I'm just continuing in my journey in just engaging in the physical world with people, because it just makes me feel better. And sometimes we have to make an active effort to do so, especially like if you're like me, where you're prone to where you will isolate yourself when given the chance, and just kind of get lost in your world of, you know, whatever it is you're doing, and then realize, gosh, I haven't left the house in days, things like that. So, anyways, I hope you all are having a fabulous week. I'm rambling on. We'll talk more in other videos. I hope you enjoyed seeing Ollie and Athena. I think they look so adorable. I can't wait to take pictures in the morning. And you can see how those photos turn out. There's always a link in the description of the video below. If you click the little upside down triangle on the right hand bottom of your screen, the description is like a menu. It drops down. So there's a link for my Instagram on there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And we will see you all next time. God bless.